Good day, students. Today we are going to see about chapter 1 function. So this is under unit 1. So from this lesson we are going to learn about understand function specification. So what are the specification available in function we are going to see here. Next one, parameters and arguments. Parameters, what are the parameters? What is the parameter? So that and all we are going to study here. Next one, interface versus implementation. Interface versus implementation. Next one, pure functions. Next one, side effects, that is impure functions. So these five informations we are going to study here. So let us see the introduction. The most common criteria in writing and evaluating the algorithm is the time takes to complete a task. The very important is time test. So time takes. So if you are going to write a function, or if you are going to write a program, or if you are going to go to a program, that you have to decide here. So first you have to decide the time takes to finish a particular task. One particular task you are going to finish, that you are know about the expansion of time. So how much time do you need to finish the task, that you have to finish, that you have to understand. Next one, to have a meaningful comparison of algorithms, the duration of computation time must be independent of the programming language. So programming language is separate, and running a program is separate, right? So using the programming language, you are going to organize, you are going to run a program. Then after running the program, you will get the result, right? So you have to calculate the time of the function or the particular program. Next one, compiler. The compiler is an interpreter. It is a translator between high level language and the low level language. The compiler and computer used. So these are all independent. These are all independent. What are programming language is separate, compiler is separate, and the usage of the computer is separate. As you are aware, the algorithms and expressed using statements of a programming language. So you have to use the algorithm. So what is meant by algorithm? That you have to know about this. So what is meant by algorithm? Algorithm is a particular pre-prepared language that steps it is used to. These are the steps are used to finish a task before writing the program. If you have bulk of statements to be repeated for many number of times, then subroutines are used to finish the task. So subroutine, what are the uses of subroutine? The subroutines are going to split up the statements, very big statements. If you are going to write a program with a number of lines, many number of lines, that lines may be reduced. That lines may be split up in a particular type of coding. We have to separate it using subroutines. Suppose there is a 100 lines are there in particular program. Using subroutines, you have to split it into 10 lines or 10, 15, 20 lines like that. The entire program will be divided into subprogram. Subroutines are the basic building blocks of computer programs. So this is the 2 mark question. So they will ask us explain or describe about subroutines. The subroutines are the basic building blocks of computer programs. Basic building blocks of computer programs. Subroutines are small sections of code. Some small sections of code. I already told you now, a very big program has been split into small codings, small line of number of lines, minimum number of lines coding, right? So subroutines are minimum, that is small section of code that are used to perform a particular task and can be used repeatedly. Suppose a particular function, a particular task or particular line or particular set of lines may be repeated, that will be stored in a separate function, that is subroutines. In programming languages, these subroutines are called functions. The subroutines are nothing but function, right? Okay, students, now we are going to see about function with respect to programming language. Function with respect to programming language. How the function will be used in programming language. Let us see. A function is a unit of code that is often defined within a greater code structure, right? A function is a unit of code. So certain lines, program lines will be in a particular function. So that is often defined within a greater code structure. So within a greater code, the function will be a subprograms. Some codings has been written in a very lengthy program. The lengthy program will be separated into subprograms. Specifically, a function contains a set of code that works on many kinds of inputs like variants, expressions, and produces a concrete output. Specifically, a function contains a set of code. So it has been, I already told you, a very big program has been divided into small codings that has been as called as subroutines. The subroutine is nothing but a function. The function contains a set of code that works on many kinds of input. So you can give the input, then expression, then it will produce a result that is called output. Function specification. How the function will be specified. So example, a colon equal to 24. A colon equal to 24. As an expression, in it, but 24 is not itself is an expression. 24 is not itself is an expression. So it is a combination of a colon equal to 24 is a function. That's all. The separate 24 is not an expression. It is a function definition. Rather, it is a function definition. Definitions bind values to names. The definition means the values. It will bind the values to names. The name is nothing but a. A is called a name. In case the value 24 being bound with the name a. That's all. So there is a name. Maybe it may be a alpha. Okay, apple, like that. The 24 is the value. The value is bind with the value. The name is called here a is given. Definitions are not expressions. Definitions are not expressions. At the same time, expressions are also not treated as definitions. So, which implies the definitions are not expression. At the same time, expressions are also not definition. The definition are distinct syntactic blocks. Definition are a separate set of codings. Definitions can have expressions needed inside them. Expressions nested inside them and vice versa. Definitions can have expressions nested inside them and vice versa. So inside it has been developed definitions, right? Next one, parameters and arguments. So what are the parameters? Parameters are the variables in a function. That's all. These are called variables in a function definition. And arguments are the values which are passed to a function definition. So in a particular function, there is the parameters are there. Then the parameters are variables. A, B, C, like that, variables. And the arguments are the value of the variable. That's all. Parameter without type. Let us see an example of a function definition. Parameter without type. The recurse colon b greater than or equal to 0. The first line they have given. It's a coding, set of coding. The recurse colon rough coding. It is called rough coding. The recurse colon b greater than or equal to 0. Recurse a to the power of b. Let there is REC rectangular power AB colon equal to, if b equal to 0 then 1, else a power of a of b minus 1. These are the coding they have given. Here b is a parameter and the value which is passed to the variable b. Hello? 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 Hi, hello, everybody. How are you? Hi, hello. Hi, hello, everybody. How are you?